Pod Force One.
Welcome everybody to another edition of Pod Force One podcast.
And same with, I mean, if Andy Bashir shows up on Bill Maher, we'll know something's up. But those guys are old school, and they're kind of trying to keep people back to the middle. But I hate to say this, and I hate to even mention this, and I'm probably going to get just chastised by my friends and everything. But Andy Bashir looks presidential.
He does.
He just looks presidential.
I'm telling you.
And that is something that is that hurts my soul to say. But as a Kentuckian, it makes you there's a bit of you that's a bit proud of it.
Got to be.
But at the same time, if I'm telling you, if something happens with McConnell, we'll watch a launch of Andy Bashir into this position. Yeah. Now it'll be attacked in the Franklin Circuit Court. It'll go up to the state Supreme Court about whether he can do that. He's going to defy the rule. He's going to defy the rule. I don't think that the rule is constitutional. I think he's going to claim that.
Didn't they just pass that law?
They passed
3 years ago.
They passed that law to effectively protect McConnell's seat.
Right.
You know, if something happened, he's not going to care.
But they just did it in the last 2 or 3 years, correct?
They did, and it has not been challenged yet. Right. And I believe
it's about to be.
I believe it is about to be. If something happens to McConnell,
Yeah,
now
right.
if McConnell makes it through, you know,
they can keep him in his office, and since he's not in leadership no more, he just goes down and casts his votes.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them nerds that watches the votes on C-SPAN. And everybody still comes up and talks to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's still a powerful person. He's just, I think what the country is needing right now has passed him by, and I think that's not a good thing for Daniel Cameron. I think Daniel Cameron had a poor record as the AG. I think his connections during the Breonna Taylor case would lose him a lot of votes, and somewhat it cost him Louisville, which is. I mean, usually Western Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky can outdo that, but he lost by so much in Louisville, and people don't forget that. And like Amy McGrath, you can't keep running for office. This is it. I mean, if he goes all in on this, but I think the hope, and I'm not sure that Daniel Cameron would be a great senator, and I'm saying that right now just as somebody who has seen his politics. But if Scott Jennings gets involved, there will be a populist candidate.
Because he's a folk hero amongst all the conservatives, and especially the most important thing now is the conservative podcasters.
And
he is a folk hero to them.
He's 47 years old. You wouldn't believe that. He's 47 years old.
He's got podcast channels that all they do is
Scott Jennings.
Is him, and that's the whole show.
Right.
Yeah, DeVory Dawkins.
And speaking of most powerful, you know, when we lose McConnell, he has a lot of power in the in the Senate because he's been there since Jesus was a baby. But what senator of the Republican Party fills that spot within the Senate?
It's already filled.
Well, it's filled now.
Thune from South Dakota.
Yeah, but I think John Thune. But I think he casts such a long shadow. Well, remember, you just asked the question. It's like he's.
But remember,
he's still
what's
doing
McConnell going to be known for?
An obstructionist during the Trump campaign?
No, the judges.
Oh, of course.
McConnell might go down as the most
influential, especially when it comes to Article 3. Yeah,
senator in the history of the United States because of his pushing the judges, the conservative judges. That was his main focus the whole time.
It was, and I think, and because of that, he lost focus on some of the other issues that needed to be addressed.
That hurt Kentucky,
especially economic ones that hurt Kentucky.
That he could, with his being the majority leader, he could have brought to Kentucky.
If you just look at the federal district judges and the Federal Court of Appeals justices in the Sixth Circuit and also in the Eastern and Western districts of Kentucky, all conservatives. Everyone's a conservative.
And, we got Rand Paul, Thomas Massey, Jamie, for a little state of 4 million people. Rand Paul, Thomas Massey, Jamie Comer, Mitch McConnell. We got some powerful people in this country in big spots to move.
And
forward.
A lot of that is because of Mitch McConnell. And you have to give props where props is due. And for a long time, you could say, well, you can't vote against him because he's Mitch McConnell. There's so much power. Now I think we're to that point where we're like, if Mitch were to run again, he might actually have a real contest.
If Mitch had done for Kentucky what Hal Rogers did for Kentucky, this state would be booming. So, but that Eric, you want to take us out on this podcast for whatever day of the week we put it out?
For whatever day of the week we put it out. No, I think we covered some really good points on that, and I agree. I'm looking forward to the Senate race.
Yeah.
I'm kind of dreading it, kind of nervous about it.
I'm nervous about the next year of campaign ads. Can you imagine?
It's going to be crazy. I think we lose a lot when we lose McConnell in the sense of power within the Senate, but I don't think he served us as well as he could have. To Craig's point, the last probably decade, maybe not quite that long, but
Maybe 15 years.
But
Hit us up in the comments though. Like, tell us who you'd like to see
Yeah.
run for that Senate seat, or who you would support. But also, what's the impact of McConnell's legacy? Let us know what you think that is, because I think that's
I would love to hear
important
those
us.
opinions.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
Get them up there. Anyway, I guess that's all for now, and we'll close out with that, and see you guys next.
Subscribe,
Like,
and
subscribe,
the
share,
YouTube
follow.
Smash
Podforce
that
One.
like button.
Gotta remember to do that.
That's
Yeah.
right. Thanks, everybody.
Smash that like and subscribe.